And we welcome you into the Murphy Center, Monty Hale Jimmy Early Arena here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. The setting for tonight's Conference USA battle, the lone showdown in the conference this evening in women's basketball action. The Jacksonville State Gamecocks come in with a 2-game losing streak. They'll try to put that behind them and get back to their winning ways. And they'll look to do something nobody in Conference USA has been able to do this season, and that is beat Middle Tennessee as they take on the first place Lady Raiders here on the road in the Volunteer State. Hello everyone, I'm Logan Maddox. We thank you for joining us on this Wednesday evening. The Gamecocks coming in 9-14 on the year, 4-7 in conference play. They had that 3-game winning streak to start this month, but had a couple of tough losses in their last 2 games. Fell at Western Kentucky in a very competitive showdown back on the 10th, 54-45. And then last week in their lone showdown of the entire week, they fell at home to Louisiana Tech 61-51. Now they'll try to bounce back, taking on one of the best teams, one of the best mid-majors in the nation in Middle Tennessee. Jacksonville State, led by 11th year head coach Rick Petrie, looking for his 3rd ever victory against MTSU and what would be his 169th victory in his time leading the Gamecocks. It would also be his 389th win of his career. For the Lady Raiders, they're coached by 19th year head coach Rick Insell. He is 454 and 155 in his time here in Murfreesboro. He's built a power, and he's announced that this is his final season leading the Lady Raiders, so could be his final ever test against Jacksonville State. We'll see what Petrie and staff try to do against his team as they look to do something nobody has done this season, and that is knock off the Lady Raiders in conference play. Lady Raiders 21-4, 11-0 in conference action. They went on the road last week out to the American Southwest. They knocked off New Mexico State and UTEP. They had a pretty tight game in the showdown. I believe it was UTEP that was beating them in the second half, but they pulled away easily, picked up a pretty big win against the Miners on the road. They have not lost since the turn of the new year. The last team to beat them was Grand Canyon back in December. It has been a while since they've tasted defeat, but coming in off of a close game their last time out, you'd expect to see a bit more of a clean outing from MTSU, so Jack State is going to have to be on it. A bit different of a starting lineup for JSU in this game. We'll talk more about that as the starters come out. Had the chance to speak with head coach Rick Petrie earlier this week, and he said, at this point in the season, we're still kind of playing around with some things, trying to see what is the best group to go out there and start the matchup with to really set the tone for the game. And that is important in every matchup, but especially when you're on the road playing in a hostile environment like here at the Murphy Center. A really nice crowd on this Wednesday night. They love their women's hoops up here in the Volunteer State, and they have shown out as they have come out to see another big Conference USA contest. This is the second meeting all time between Jack State and MTSU. The Lady Raiders won the first meeting this season back on January 24th. Just under a month ago, they beat Jack State at the Pete 66-45. And all things considered, the Gamecocks didn't play poorly in that game. Obviously you're never happy about a 20-point loss, but the defense at times held MTSU in check, but just couldn't score. Jack State shot 17 of 61 from the field in that loss, which is 28%, and made just 3 of their 21 threes. They also struggled at the free throw line. Crystal Ison was the team's leading scorer in that game, had 9 points and 2 steals, in that defeat. Jacksonville State leading scorer on the season is Brianna Rhodes, the junior from Montgomery, averaging 8 points and 4.8 rebounds per game. She also leads the team in rebounding. Crystal Ison averages 7.7 points, and Maya Barnes has 6.3 per game so far this year. They're just behind her offensively. Asia Barkley second on the team in rebounding behind Brianna with 4.5 rebounds per game. She has crashed the boards well throughout the conference slate. Madison McCoy come off a pretty good game against Louisiana Tech. She had a team-high 10 points and 5 rebounds. Brianna Rhodes and Maya Barnes near double-doubles, just couldn't quite get there. Barnes had 8 points and 7 rebounds, and Rhodes had 9 points and 7 rebounds. We'll see if, thank you, and we'll see what they have in store for the best team in the conference tonight. Jack State's offense struggled against the Lady Techsters last week. Committed 21 turnovers and made just 30% of their shots. But it's a new week, it's a new day, and we'll see what they can do On Jasmine Spencer's birthday, by the way. Happy birthday to Jazz Spencer, the junior guard from Bartow, Florida. That is one of the changes to the starting lineup. She will not be in the starting lineup today, but we will expect to see her on her special day today. Now set for the announcement of the lineups here. And before the game starts, I noticed that they had a game ball behind us, a commemorative game ball for Courtney Whitson of Middle Tennessee. She topped 1,000 career points, or career rebounds, I believe it was. So that will be given out prior to the start of this contest. As we mentioned, this is the only game in conference play going on tonight on the women's side. On the men's side, Jack State is hosting Middle Tennessee at the Pete. They are in the first period right now. It's 18-14 Gamecocks, about 11 minutes into that one. And softball playing at home in their home opener against Chattanooga. They trail 4-0 in the 6th inning. We'll track those scores throughout tonight's matchup here in Murfreesboro. Courtney Whitson comes out to get her commemorative game ball, 1,000 career rebounds. Whitson has had a heck of a career for Middle Tennessee. We expect to see her play a ton in this matchup. Whitson, the 6-foot graduate forward from Kingsport, Tennessee, being honored before this game. She'll head back to the sidelines, and now we'll hear the starters for the Gamecocks. Getting her first start of the season, the graduate transfer, Rachel Johnson, transferred in from Georgia Southern this year, and she's had a productive start to the season. We'll see what she can do tonight. Elsie Harris back in the starting lineup, replacing Jasmine Spencer. Elsie, another JUCO transfer on this Gamecock squad, starting at point guard tonight. Crystal Eisen mentioned that she is second on the team in scoring. She's back in the starting lineup today, followed by the team's leading scorer and rebounder, Brianna Rhodes, the junior from Carver High School in Montgomery. The final starter, the lone Tennessee native on the team this year, Madison McCoy, the senior from Knoxville. 6-foot forward, who again had a big week last week taking on Louisiana Tech. Had a good game. We'll see what she can do back in her home state tonight. They play the hype video here in the arena, getting set for tonight's showdown. Again, a good crowd. They've got the flashing lights going on in the gym as this video plays. Nice arena here, by the way, the Murphy Center. You're talking with Coach Petrie. You know, he played Middle Tennessee a ton when he was at South Alabama, and so he's been here a time or two. He said it hasn't changed a ton. They've kept it, for the most part, the same format of a gym, but they've updated the video boards, they've repainted the bleachers and the stadium seats, and it's a nice place, a gym here in the center of the Volunteer State. And a nice program to serve one of the best mid-major, or a nice gym, I should say, to serve one of the best mid-major programs in the country. Starters about to come out for Middle Tennessee. The big Russian, Anastasia Bodereva. She almost had a triple-double against Jacksonville State the first time. She had something like 27 points, 15 rebounds, and 8 blocks. She was incredible in Calhoun County. Savannah Wheeler, the senior from Catlettsburg, Kentucky. She was the preseason Conference Player of the Year, and she has played like it. She's probably going to be Conference Player of the Year at season's end. Jalen Gregory lit up Jack State the first time around, a junior from Lafayette, Tennessee. She had numerous three-pointers in that win. Tamia Scott next up, a sophomore from Clarksville, a lanky guard who is a solid defender from what I could remember the first time. And then the player who was honored in pregame, Courtney Whitson, the graduate from Kingsport, Tennessee, rounds out the starting lineup for Middle Tennessee. Jacksonville State coached by 11th year head coach Rick Petrie. He's helped by 11th year assistant Eric Wise and first year assistant coaches Kayvon Towns and Destiny Thomas, along with director of basketball ops Harley Cook. And for Middle Tennessee, the Lady Raiders are coached by 19th year head coach Rick Insel, 6th year assistant Matt Insel, 14th year assistant Kim Bruton, 4th year assistant Nina Davis, and assistants Tom Hodges and Sean McKinney. Gamecocks wearing their red road unis with Jacksonville State on the front. It's got the written out Jacksonville State on the front in white with black trim, black stripes down the side of the unis, and the Gamecock logo on the thigh. Middle Tennessee with their traditional white home unis, middle on top, the number in the middle, and Tennessee below that, all in blue text, black waistline, and the MTSU logo on the side of the shorts. Baldy Reva versus Rhodes for the opening tip, and it is won by the Lady Raiders. Falls to Savannah Wheeler in the backcourt, and we're underway here in Murfreesboro. Wheeler takes it to the elbow. She'll pass back on the left side for Gregory. Coming left to right, Jalen Gregory, a pass to Baldy Reva. Jacksonville State going with a zone defense, a bit different than what we see for the most part. Wheeler drives in and a foul called. Be a shooting foul to send her to the line on Elsie Harris. So we look back, Elsie was trying to reject the shot and caught her arm. Elsie looks back at the ref and says she had all ball. But the free throw is up and in from Savannah Wheeler. It's 1-0 MTSU. Hear the pep band in attendance along with the rest of the Blue Zoo student section in the far end zone, which is where Jack State is driving to in this first quarter. 2-0 MTSU. Rachel Johnson's got it at the right side. She'll pass back to Crystal Ison. Drives in the paint, dumps it off to Rhodes, and it's rejected by Baldy Reva. It's a good pass, and Rhodes trying to lay it up against the 6'4" center. No dice. 3-ball, no good. In and out from MTSU and pulled down by Elsie Harris. In transition, she'll pass to Madison McCoy. Driving baseline, kick top of the key to Ison. Junior college transfer. Taking a few steps in against Gregory. Steps across, pass is deflected and intercepted. She lost her footing and gets up a bit gingerly. Jalen Gregory with a steal. She'll find Savannah Wheeler in the corner. She has the only points of this game so far, 2-0. Wheeler going up against Elsie Harris. Pass back to the left side. Man defense here. Gregory straight away. Contact inside. Brianna Rhodes fell down, and they'll find Baldy Reva for an easy 2. I'm not sure if Rhodes lost her footing or if maybe they missed something there, but regardless, it's 2 points for MTSU, their first field goal. And it's 4-0 Lady Raiders. 8:25 to go in this first quarter. Elsie Harris to Ison. Crystal attacks. She'll stop near the lane. Pass back out to Maddie McCoy. McCoy jumps in the lane. Now she's double teamed. Passes back out with 5 on the shot clock. Johnson to Rhodes. Jumper. Got it. Brianna Rhodes, the baseline assassin, makes it 4-2, 2 minutes in. The Gamecocks are on the board here in Murfreesboro. And a steal. Elsie Harris tips a pass. She comes away with it. Layup to tie it. Rolls off the rim. You got to hit these open shots. It was good defense from Elsie, but couldn't complete the play. And MTSU gets the rebound. Savannah Wheeler, the Marshall transfer, bounces one to Courtney Whitson. On the right wing, a handoff back to Wheeler. Left side, Gregory. Jalen Gregory standing in front of Ison, a pass inside and a foul call. They were looking to find Baldy Reva, and they're going to get Brianna Rhodes on a personal. The first, team second. No shooting foul, it's a foul on the floor. Inbounds to Savannah Wheeler. It was tipped. She gets it back over to Whitson on the right side. One of several Tennessee natives on this team finds Savannah Wheeler, who drives in. Her shot was rejected, and Elsie Harris comes away with it. Pass ahead to Rachel Johnson. Now to Brianna Rhodes. Elsie to Rhodes once more, standing near the charity stripe. A handoff and a screen set. A 3 from Ison. Got it! And Jacksonville State takes an early 5-4 lead. The Gamecocks are on top with 6:54 to play in the first period, 5-4. Crystal Ison gets a handoff from Brianna Rhodes, and the screen made it an easy 3. On the other end, Brianna Rhodes trying to reject Anastasia Boldireva, and they call her for a second foul already. It's 2 fouls on Bree. She'll check out. We may not see her for much of this first half. 6:43 to go. Anastasia Boldireva heads to the line for MTSU, a chance to tie it or take the lead. Boldireva from Moscow, Russia. Free throw is in and out, no good. They didn't miss many of anything in the first meeting, so it's good to see them miss a free throw here. She'll hit the second one to tie it, nothing but net. 5 all. About 3.5 minutes into this first period. Elsie Harris, a high pass to Asia Barkley, who came in to replace Rhodes. The junior from Anniston in the paint, passes in the corner to Elsie. Now on the wing to McCoy. Madison drives the right side, gives outside a 3 for Johnson. Too much on it, and rebounded by Middle. Savannah Wheeler came away with it, and then a foul in transition on Asia Barkley. And that is already going to be the 4th team foul on Jacksonville State. Just a bump, but evidently enough to warrant a foul. 6:20 to go in this first quarter, and Middle 1 foul away from being put in the bonus. Gregory to Tamaya Scott on the right wing. Scott guarded tightly over to Gregory, who came open momentarily. A screen from Whitson. She'll drive to the left. Pass back out to Whitson. A deep 3 from Gregory. Too much on it, off the rim, and rebounded by Scott of Middle. She'll bounce it to Wheeler. What a job boxing out that time by Scott. Now a deep 3 from Gregory, off the rim again. Rebounded by Rachel Johnson. She'll pass down the right side to Crystal Ison. Deflected, caught by McCoy. And to the baseline they go to Ison. Asia Barkley at the free throw line. To the left wing, a 3 for Elsie, off the mark. And caught by Jalen Gregory of MTSU. 5.5 to play. Gregory walks it to the right wing and passes toward the logo. It's Savannah Wheeler who's got it. 5 all if you're just joining us. 5:23 to go in the first quarter. Whitson, Rockets one right side for Gregory. Inside, down low, they go to Boldireva, and the ball is loose. Picked back up, though, by the Lady Raiders. Whitson got it. To Wheeler, 6 on the shot clock. They'll put it off the glass. It goes in. Boldireva with another bucket. She's got 5 points already. 7-5 your score. On the other end, an easy 2 for Elsie Harris, driving down the center of the lane. Ties us back up at 7. Don't expect many easy scores when you play Middle Tennessee, but that one was. Heck of a job executing by the Gamecocks on offense. Savannah Wheeler passes left, a chest pass to Jalen Gregory. Back to the right to Wheeler, the player of the year. Gets around a screen. Gets a pass back left side. Now down low to Boldireva. She'll spin. Off the glass. It goes in again. She doesn't miss much. Asia Barkley couldn't hinder her that time, and it's 9-7 Lady Raiders. 2-point lead for MTSU here at the Murphy Center in Murfreesboro. Barkley over to Johnson on the left wing. She'll drive back to the right. Stops with 10 on the shot clock. Passes to a wide open Elsie Harris. She'll try 3. Just short and off the rim. Courtney Whitson comes away with it. Ahead to Savannah Wheeler. Takes it down to the paint. Passes back out to Whitson. Now to Wheeler on the wing. Defense had it covered well. Elsie was with her step for step. They'll dribble it back out and change the play call here. Wheeler to Whitson. Inside Boldireva. Beat Barkley. Another 2 for Boldireva. And they're going to bring in another sub. I think Maya Barnes is going to replace Asia. 3:24 and ticking in the first, 11-7 Middle Tennessee, their biggest lead so far. And timeout is called by Jacksonville State. We'll step aside with them. 3:18 to go in the first. The media timeout, 11-7 Middle Tennessee. Stay with us here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. Coming back to you here on the Gamecock Sports Network. 3:15 and ticking here in the first quarter. Jacksonville State trails Middle 11-7 here at Middle Tennessee. Maya Barnes checked in. She got the pass, takes it down low, passes back out, top of the key to Madison McCoy. McCoy in the corner. She'll find Barnes for three. Got it! A tray to go for the junior from Montgomery. It's 11-10, 3 minutes to go. And cuts the deficit to a point here in the first quarter of play. If you're just joining us, Jacksonville State had an early lead 5-4, but Middle Tennessee has battled back. It's what you expect from the #1 team in the conference, undefeated, 11-0 in CUSA play. They go to Tamia Scott, three in the corner. She knocks it down. 1-3 followed by another. It's right back to a 4-point ball game, 14-10. 2.5 to go in this opening quarter in Tennessee. Jasmine Spencer, no look pass to Barnes, straight away three. That one didn't go, too much on it. Thought for sure it'd get to go in, but thankfully a turnover at midcourt by the Lady Raiders. Scooped up by Barnes, a pass to her in the paint, layup goes. Maya, 5 unanswered for the Gamecocks, at least as far as Jack State scoring goes, and it's 14-12. Under 2 to play in this first period. Whitson a tray, off to the right, and caught by Crystal Ison. A pass ahead to the birthday girl, Jasmine Spencer. The junior from Bartow, Florida, called for a double dribble. Lost the handle, and that was the right call, I'm afraid. Rachel Johnson will check out. Berkeley McDaniel comes in to replace her. And Boley Reva mercifully comes out for Middle Tennessee. Coming in to replace her, number 55, Yulia Grabovskaya. Grabovskaya, a 6'5" center, so doesn't get much easier for the Gamecocks. MTSU with it. Savannah Wheeler, the floor general point guard, who's a playmaker herself. Got a pass, but a moving screen caught on Grabovskaya. First on Grabovskaya, the first foul on Middle Tennessee comes with 1:34 in the period. Madison McCoy, the senior from Knoxville, about 2 hours and change from here, tosses it in to Jasmine Spencer. The JUCO transfer goes to Maya Barnes on the right side, and she'll travel. Another costly turnover. With 1:24 to go in the frame, back to Middle Tennessee. They lead 14-12. Try to add to it as Savannah Wheeler, one of the best playmakers in the nation, brings it up the court. She'll try a mid-range jumper, and she'll sink it. You knew it was a matter of time. Savannah Wheeler gets her first bucket. It's 16-12. 65 seconds to go in this period. Jasmine Spencer left to right at the three-point line. She'll pass to the elbow. Jumper, Maya Barnes knocks it down. Maya has had quietly a nice first period since checking in. She's got 7 points already. And the Shelton State transfer showing out. Wheeler outside of Grabovskaya, a screen set and a handoff. Over to Whitson, back to Wheeler. Goes to the left wing, ducks inside, jumper off to the right, but a foul was called. That'll be 2 free throws, and that'll put the Lady Raiders in the bonus for the final 40 seconds. First foul on Jasmine Spencer. As you heard the PA announcer say, Anastasia Boldy-Reva back in the game for Middle Tennessee. Boldy-Reva, the 6'4" center. Excuse me, 6'6" center. Sorry, I was knocking her down a couple inches there. The junior from Moscow. First free throw true from Wheeler. She doesn't miss many, and she doesn't miss this one either, 18-14. The top team in the league up by 4 with 40 seconds to play in the first period. Gamecocks have played mightily so far, though, hanging with them. Over to Madison McCoy, wing 3 off to the right, off the rim, rebounded by them. Boldy-Reva, a high pass ahead to Wheeler. She'll stop in the paint, try a jumper herself, in and out of bounds off Middle Tennessee. Gamecocks will have it with 19.5 to play in this first period. McCoy lobs it in to Jasmine Spencer. She'll bring it up. Gonna hold off for a last second shot, I'm sure. Spencer crosses the timeline with 13 to go. Backing down Wheeler. Handoff on the wing to Ison, looping around left side. She'll stop and she'll travel. Oh, man. 6.8 seconds to go. And Jacksonville State has their 4th turnover of the frame. And Shaquise May will replace Crystal Ison for the final 6 seconds of the period. Middle Tennessee will toss it in. It'll be Anastasia Boldereva to give it in to Savannah Wheeler here. And now the officials are going to converge to see something here. They're going to see if they need to add some time, I guess. 6.8 seconds to go, and they're going to review it. So we'll let them review it. A check of the men's score. You know, the men are hosting Middle Tennessee. They are at halftime at the Pete, and Jack State leads 35-30. Best of luck to the men's squad. Head coach Ray Harper, Mike Parrish has the call for that on WLJS on the Gamecock Sports Network. You can tune into that right now or watch the great Mickey Shadricks and Ray Hammett, also great, on ESPN+. Softball losing in the 7th inning, taking on Chattanooga. They are down to their last outs. 4-0 the score in that one. So now they've added 77 seconds. I don't think that's right. I don't think 77 seconds is correct. And Rick Insel laughs, as does Rick Petrie. I don't think that's correct. Something tells me there was less than 77 seconds on that clock. It wouldn't have been, I guess it could have been 7.7, right? And we're going to fix it. It shouldn't be too hard to fix it. We got it straightened out now. We're good to go. Now I'm starting to see how Middle's 11-0. I kid. Give it in to Savannah Wheeler. She crosses half court, takes it all the way in the paint, passes back out. Boldereva, a three at the horn, off the rim, and that'll take us to the second period. Jacksonville State hangs with Middle Tennessee through one. It's a two-possession game, 18-14. Stay with us. We might have a fun one here on the Gamecock Sports Network. And we're back with you here on the Gamecock Sports Network. Start of the second period. Middle Tennessee leads at 18-14. Logan Maddox with you on this Wednesday night in the Volunteer State. First ever meeting on the road between Jack State at Middle Tennessee. Inbounds pass goes to Maya Barnes. Had a team high 7 points in that first period. She'll hand it off to Jazz Spencer, the point guard. No look pass to Maya, a three. Got it! Another one for Maya. She hits double digits, and it's 18-17. First player into double figures today is Maya Barnes. 4 of 5 from the field and a pair of threes for the JUCO transfer. The Gamecocks are down just 1 point once more. Anastasia Boldy-Reva in the paint, spin around, shot off the glass, won't go, and it's rebounded by Brooklyn McDaniel, who's fouled by Boldy-Reva trying to get it back. That might have been Courtney Whitson, actually, and she is still on the floor. That'll be the first on Courtney Whitson, and the team is going to help her up. She gets up very slowly, and they may be bringing in, are they going to bring in a sub, or she's going to stay in? 9:27 to go here in the first half. Jacksonville State trails just a point, but they will be getting the ball back. Madison McCoy will toss it in for the Gamecocks, the Walters State College transfer. She'll find Jasmine Spencer, who jogs it up. Spencer to the left side. She'll dart around Savannah Wheeler, take it to the baseline, kick it in the corner to McDaniel. Brooklyn spins. Triple teamed, and a jump ball is forced. Should stay with Jack State. Nope, never mind. It's Middle Tennessee's possession era. And the Lady Raiders will get it with 9:12 to go in the second. 18-17 the score. MTSU on top in a close one. Savannah Wheeler jogging it up once again. Finds Tamia Scott left side. She'll attack. Right-handed layup goes in. Tamia Scott once again makes it a 3-point difference, 20-17. Brooklyn McDaniel just couldn't slow her around there. And now a steal. Savannah Wheeler takes it out of the hands of Jasmine Spencer. And a quick timeout taken by MTSU. 30-second break. We'll keep it here. The softball game just went final in Jacksonville. Chattanooga knocks off JSU, drops them to 2-9 on the season with a 4-0 defeat. And the men taking on MTSU down at Pete Matthews Coliseum in Calhoun County. It's 35-30, Jacksonville State. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on this Wednesday evening here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We got some Jack State fans listening in tonight. We got some Murfreesboro natives listening in. Shout out to Miss Missy West tuning in tonight. We appreciate you joining us on the broadcast. Gamecock basketball here on the Gamecock Sports Network. 20-17 your score. Maya Barnes, 10 points, a game high for the junior out of Montgomery. Good start for her, but nobody else with more than one bucket for Jacksonville State. You'd like to see that be spread out a bit more as we move throughout this first half. For Middle Tennessee, Anastasia Boldy-Reva's got 9 points and 2 rebounds. 6 points for Savannah Wheeler and 5 for Tamia Scott. They have done a lot of damage in the paint already. 10 points in the paint for MTSU. They lead it by 3, and it's their ball when we come back from this timeout. 8:50 to go in the first half. Remember that Gamecock women's basketball heads back home this weekend to take on Florida International. It's the penultimate home game of the 2023-24 season for the Gamecocks. They'll take on FIU at 2:30 p.m. Saturday, trying to avenge an earlier season loss to the Panthers. Fell down in Miami against them on January 6th. Jack State will hit the road next weekend to travel to the American Southwest to take on UTEP in El Paso in Thursday, and then New Mexico State and Las Cruces next Saturday. We'll finish up the regular season March 9th at home against Sam Houston senior night at the Pete. And then, of course, the conference tournament the 12th through the 16th at the Probst Arena in Huntsville, Alabama. You can buy tickets to all those games and find more information at jackstatesports.com. 8 minutes, 50 seconds to play here in the opening half of this Conference USA Showdown. I believe we might have stretched this to a media timeout And that is exactly what we've done. I was thinking this, usually 30 seconds isn't this long, but we have kept it here and it's all good. Now we are keeping track of a few stats here. Do want to shout out Miss Brianna Rhodes. She topped 300 career points in the loss against Western Kentucky and officially reached 200 career rebounds against Louisiana Tech last week. Rachel Johnson's getting closer and closer to 200 rebounds. She's at 184 right now, and Samaya Steele is at 97 rebounds, just 3 away from triple digits. Lady Raider ball as we come back to play. It's Jalen Gregory handing it off to Savannah Wheeler at the logo. Steps inside the arc, now pass back out to Scott, who's got 5 points. She'll spin against Johnson. Back outside to Gregory on the wing. Jalen Gregory, a pass to Bodie Rava, wasn't looking, it's tipped and stolen. Jasmine Spencer comes away with it. Pass ahead to Rachel Johnson. They called a travel, and Johnson hit the 3. It would have tied it. But instead, the Gamecocks turn it over for the 7th time in the first half. And it stays a 3-point lead for MTSU. Lady Raiders have got it with Wheeler. Crosses half court. She'll find Scott on the far sideline. Johnson with her step for step, a bounce pass to Wheeler. Now over to Whitson. Inside Bodie Rava, back outside Scott, a tray in there. Scott makes it 23-17. And a steal on the other end. Madison McCoy had it ripped away. Lady Raiders get it back. Wheeler to Whitson. Back over to Wheeler, who's going to dribble it out. 6-point game, 7 and change here in the first half. Mia Scott standing straight away. She'll bounce it to Gregory. Now to Whitson. Inside Bodie Rava, had it tipped and stolen. Barnes with the steal, over to Shaquise May. She'll take it all the way, layup goes. Shaquise May with a breakaway, fast break points, 23-19. 7-10 and ticking here in the second quarter. Gamecocks trail by just 4. Tamia Scott jumps inside the lane, now steps back out. She'll pass it Jalen Gregory's way. Gregory gets around 2 screens, passes inside to Bodie Rava, layup, good, and a foul on Maya Barnes. Bodie Rava with a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play here with 6:56 to go in the half. Maya Barnes called for her second personal. She has played a great game so far. Don't want to see her get into foul trouble. Bodie Rava heads to the charity stripe, trying to convert an and one. She is 59% at the line this season, and she's short off the rim. It's caught by Asia Barkley. Over to Jasmine Spencer. The Hillsboro Community College transfer. Passes it over to Asia Barkley. Barkley spins at the elbow. Now she picks it back up as it was knocked away by Bodie Rava. Asia goes far side to Jasmine. Spencer fakes a 3. Now she's got to pass it. Goes in the corner to May. 5 on the shot clock. Shaquise passes deflected, goes right to Barkley, and she is sent to the deck. A shooting foul on the Lady Raiders. Bodie Rava got every bit of that foul. She slammed her to the floor. As we look back at it, was trying to reject it, caught her arm, twisted her around, and knocked her down. So 2 free throws here for Asia Barkley, junior from Anniston High School. First free throw from Asia. Puts it up and sinks it. Asia Barkley has appeared in 23 of the 24 games this year for Jack State. She's 68% at the line. And the second one is good. 25-21, back to a 4-point difference. 6:28 to go in this first half. And Samaya Steele checks in to replace Jazz Spencer. Savannah Wheeler skips it up the court. Over to Whitson on the left wing. The graduate forward hands it off. Wheeler comes left to right. Samaya Steele on her. No look pass to Whitson. Back to Wheeler, and an offensive foul. No! Offensive foul and a tough one on Anastasia Boldy-Reva. Just crushed Asia Barkley in the paint that time. 6:10 to go in the half. They're not going to show the replay. Looked like there was some intent there. Nevertheless, 6 minutes to go in the half. Jacksonville State basketball trying to cut into a 4-point deficit. Madison McCoy goes to the right wing. Underhand toss to Johnson. Now in the corner, this is Samaya Steele wrapped up. Over to Johnson. Rachel drives, layup, blocked, caught the rebound at the baseline and throws it out of bounds, but it was tipped. And it'll stay with the red and white. 7 on the shot clock here for Jacksonville State. Petrie, you can hear him yelling in 7. Who's he going to go into? High pass caught by Barkley at the top of the key. Asia puts up a jumper. It's off the rim to the right. Got her own rebound. Around 3 defenders. Now she's trapped. Makes some space. Puts a putback. It's blocked. Just no space there. Grabowski was defending. 6'4" versus 6 foot is a tough deficit to overcome. That close to the basket. Savannah Wheeler's got it on the opposite end to Whitson. A 3. In and out. Caught by Grabowski over May. Passes to Tamia Scott. Layup won't go, and rebounded by Rachel Johnson. In transition to Shaquise May, and a foul on the floor called on Jalen Gregory. Bit of a bump that time. That'll be the 4th team foul here in the second. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to play in this first half. MTSU up just 4. Inbounds pass to Madison McCoy. She'll find Samaya Steele. Steele running point right now, the Alabama State transfer, native of Hazel Green. A bounce pass to Asia, fakes a jumper. Now she'll try it. It's short. And Grabowski boxes out to get it. Over to Savannah Wheeler down the center of the court. Outside to Whitson. Now to Wheeler. Wheeler will hold it near half court, dribble out some clock. Former member of the Thunder and Herd, now a Lady Raider. She'll find Whitson. Back to Wheeler. 9 on the shot clock. Savannah Wheeler gets around Barkley. Now passes to a wide open Whitson for 3. Airballed and out of bounds. Jacksonville State catches a break there. They don't miss many open shots. 4:29 to go in this first half. Jack State trails 25-21, but they've got the ball. Looking to pull off maybe the biggest upset in the conference this year if they can win this game. Taking on 11-0 Middle Tennessee, but still a lot of game left to be played. Samaya Steele brings it up. Junior from Meridianville, Alabama, which is right outside Huntsville. She'll spin against Wheeler. Walk to the left wing, now pass over to Barnes. Barnes drives against Grabowski, and a travel is called. Grabowski stood her ground that time. Petrie trying to say that it was a blocking foul, but referee won't even look at him. 4:10 to go in this first half. Jack State down 4. And they are on defense here as Savannah Wheeler's got it on the left sideline. Working against Steele. She'll hand it off to Grabowski. Back to Wheeler. Wheeler goes left in. Stops at the elbow. Passes back out to Scott. Tamia Scott kicks it in the corner to Whitson. 4 on the shot clock. Jumper goes in. Mid-range shot. Courtney Whitson puts it in there. Eventually that shot was going to go. She finally finds it. And Whitson with her first points of the day. Maya Barnes trying to spot up against Grabowski. Finds Samaya Steele in the corner for a 3. It's good. Line drive shot, but the knuckler goes in. For Samaya Steele, it's 27-24. And it's back to a 1-possession ball game, even bigger than that. Savannah Wheeler over to Courtney Whitson. Gamecocks have shot surprisingly well here tonight. They're 8 of 15 from the field. Both teams shooting 53% from the field tonight. Jalen Gregory is blocked by Maya Barnes. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with middle. 6 on the shot clock. It's good defense there by Maya. As we look back at the replay, got all ball on the rejection. Barnes and Eisen were both there defensively. High pass near half court, caught one-handed by Savannah Wheeler. She'll put a 3 at the horn. Off to the right, rebound. Not enough time for a putback, and they call a foul. Oh, man. That's going to be the 3rd on Maya. Dang, man. That is a tough break, and Asia's going to have to come in again. 2:59 to go in the second quarter. Jacksonville State trailing by 3. They'll have Yulia Grabowska at the line, will Middle Tennessee. First free throw goes in. Grabowska, 68% free throw shooter. She has been solid at the line this season. Grabowska, 6'5" sophomore from Russia, makes both, and it's 29-24. Under 3 to play, Middle Tennessee pressing. Here, getting close to halftime. Rachel Johnson down the right side, lost it, gets it back. Now she's double teamed, has to go somewhere. She finds Asia Barkley, who lost it on the floor. A scramble for it, it's out of bounds off middle. Jacksonville State will have it with 15 on the shot clock. I mean, just all heck broke loose that time. It rolled from the right wing all the way to the left sideline out of bounds. That was a crazy play, and it went off to Mia Scott out. Now Rick Insel having some words with the official over there as Rachel Johnson set to inbound. The senior from Eufaula won't find anybody. It's an offensive foul away from the play. And now they're going to give a technical foul to Rick Petrie. Or is it a foul on Madison McCoy? And they're going to give it to Rick Petrie. Petrie speaking it over with the head official here. And some technical free throws here for Jalen Gregory. First one good, 30-24. Gregory got both. Seven-point ball game with 2:44 to go here in the half. They give it in to Savannah Wheeler. Passes to Grabowska straight away. And a turnover. That is turnover number 6, no 7 on Middle Tennessee here in the first half. Samaya Steele to the top of the key to Barkley, a handoff Crystal Ison, and a push on Gregory. And that'll put Jack State in the bonus for the final 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Jack State will have free throws on each foul. And a new sub coming in for Middle Tennessee, it's Sifa Ineza. Sophomore guard from Rwanda. We saw her in the first matchup this year. She'll give Jalen Gregory a breather. First free throw spins in there from Crystal Ison. Crystal, the junior from Tacoma, Washington, shooting 65% at the free throw line this year. Hits both of them. 31-26, a 5-point ball game. Wheeler to Scott on the left wing, coming back to the right side. Savannah Wheeler gets a pass. Jumps in the lane, she'll spin, pass back out to Ineza. Jumper off a probable travel, rolls off the rim, and out of bounds off Rachel Johnson. And now Petrie pleading his case to say that there was a travel there. The official said there was no travel. He was on it. Inbounds pass from Ineza goes into Wheeler, 20 on the shot clock, plenty of time after it went out of bounds off Jack State. To Whitson on the right side now to Grabowska. Wheeler driving down low, pushed out, and they're going to say she just stepped out on her own. We'll take it. And you hear the exclaim from the Lady Raider fans in attendance, thinking that should have been a foul on the baseline. Samaya Steele holding her ground. Wheeler lost her footing. Samaya gets around Wheeler on the wing. Pass top of the key to McCoy. 95 seconds to play in the half. Ison passes outside Madison's way. Maddie on the wing to Crystal. 7 on the shot clock. Crystal long 2. Off the rim twice, no good. Rebounded by them. Tamaya Scott comes away with the board. Passes half court. She'll lob it to Wheeler, and she'll get the play in from Rick Insel. Minute 12 to go in the half. Wheeler to Grabowski, a handoff and a screen. Steele with her. She'll drive left side lane, off the glass, no good. Tipped and caught by Madison McCoy. Hands it off to Samaya Steele. Passes half court, 55 to go. Over to Asia Barkley, jumper off to the left. And fighting for the rebound, getting it was Grabowski. Ison was there, just couldn't catch it. Savannah Wheeler near the three-point line, now back toward half court. 40 seconds to go in the half, 20 on the shot clock. Tamaya Scott driving baseline, shot off the glass, no good. And a charge is called. Back to the Gamecocks. They get Grabowski with her second. Inbounds to Samaya Steele. Rachel Johnson, opposite side. Crystal Ison, what a pass. Takes it down low, tosses back out Rachel, fakes a 3. Now over to Barkley. They're going to back it up and change the play. 14 on the shot clock, 18 to go here in the half. Samaya Steele swings it to Barkley, top of the key. Left wing Johnson. Goes around it to Steele on the wing. 3 on the clock. Got to put it up. Johnson a 3. Rims out. Rebounded by them. Madison McCoy gets it. Outside a 3 at the horn for Ison. Got it! Crystal Ison beats the buzzer in the first half. Wasn't the way they drew it up, but the Gamecocks will take it. And it is a 2-point game as we head to the locker rooms, 31 to 29. What a shot from Crystal Ison with the shot clock winding down, the game clock winding down. Defense in her face didn't matter. And it's a 2-point difference at the break. The Gamecocks are in at 31-29. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with some halftime stats, and we'll check the men's scores. They take on MTSU at home. But here at the break, Jack State trails 31-29. Back with you here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. Trying to get my voice back after that buzzer-beating three-pointer from Crystal Ison. What an end to the first half. Jacksonville State trails by just a pair, 31-29 here at the break as they take on the top team in the conference at their place, 31-29 at halftime. We take a look at the stats here at the break, and leading scorer for the Gamecocks is Maya Barnes. She came off the bench, had 7 points in the first period, had 10 overall in the first half, added 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block, so a very productive start for Maya Barnes. But all in all, played under 8 minutes in the first half because she got into some foul trouble. Had 2 quick fouls in the first half. Not 3, thankfully. I thought she had 3, but just 2. And she'll try to avoid that knack for fouls in the second half, I suppose you could say. 8 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, and 1 assist for Crystal Ison. Hit both of her three-pointers in the first half, including the buzzer beater at the horn to take us into the locker rooms down just 2. But aside from those 2, nobody else with more than 1 bucket for Jack State. Samaya Steele knocked down a 3 in the second quarter. She's got 3 points in just about 6 minutes of playing time in the first half. 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist for Asia Barkley, the junior from Addison High School. 2 points and 2 rebounds and 1 steal for Elsie Harris. And 2 points, 1 assist, and 1 block for Brianna Rhodes in the first half. No points, but 3 rebounds for Rachel Johnson. No points and 2 rebounds for the Knoxville native Madison McCoy. She's also got 3 assists and 1 steal. So all in all, not a bad first half for Madison, just hasn't had a lot of scoring opportunities. No points and 2 assists for Jasmine Spencer, although she's turned it over 3 times. And no points for Brooklyn McDaniel. She's got 1 rebound in the first half as well. For Middle Tennessee, 11 points on 5 of 7 shooting with 2 rebounds and 1 assist and 1 block for Anastasia Bolde-Reva. Picking up right where she left off against Jacksonville State the first time around. Not quite as dominant, but a good start to say the very least. 8 points for Tamia Scott. She has done well in that, I guess, 3 role, you could say, for Middle Tennessee. She's got 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. Overall, a good performance for Tamia Scott, and she did not sit down in the first half. 6 points for Savannah Wheeler. Also didn't get a break in the first half. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, but the Gamecocks forced her to turn it over 3 times, which was big down the stretch in that second quarter. 2 points and 5 rebounds for Yulia Grabovsky. She's turned it over 3 times herself. 2 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, and a block for Jalen Gregory. And 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists for Courtney Whitson, who was honored in pregame for 1,000 career rebounds. Each team rebounding not at the highest rate that we've ever seen. 17 boards for Middle, 13 for Jacksonville State, both sides with 10 turnovers. The Gamecocks outshooting them from the field 42% to 40%, and outshooting Middle Tennessee from deep 45% to 22%. Just looking to close it out. Gamecocks shot just 4 free throws in the first half. Middle Tennessee made 9 and attempted 11. So we'll see what the second half has in store. Overall, a good start for Jacksonville State. Their bench scoring 17 points and adding 9 points off turnovers, although MTSU had 13 points off turnovers and 12 points in the paint. Gamecocks outscored them 15-13 in the second. We'll see if that trend continues as we head into the second half. We're about a minute and a half away from the start of the third quarter. We'll come back in 90 seconds here on the Gamecocks Sports Network, here live from the Murphy Center on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University. All set to start the second half here at the Murphy Center in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Jacksonville State trails MTSU 31-29 here at the break. Set to start the third quarter with the red and white having the basketball. Rachel Johnson will toss it into Brianna Rhodes, and she'll cross half court. Brianna, not the typical person to bring it up past the timeline. She'll give it off to the point guard, Elsie Harris. A pass top of the key to Brianna. The junior from Montgomery has had a heck of a season. Takes it down low, now passes back to Rachel Johnson. Her three-pointer was blocked by Scott. She gets her own rebound. Rachel dumps it off to Brianna. Jumper off the rim, and we won't tie it on the first possession. Boxing out and getting the board was Courtney Whitson. Over to Savannah Wheeler. Wheeler, the senior from Catlettsburg, Kentucky, started her career at Marshall. She was as unreal as it gets throughout her career at MTSU. It's coming to an end, but it won't be the last of her playing days, that's for sure. Jalen Gregory almost lost the dribble. She'll find a wide open Anastasia Boldy-Reva, and she'll lay it in off the glass, 33-29. Boldy-Reva, the leading scorer in this game. She's got 13 now, and it's 33-29. Rhodes hands it off on the wing to Rachel Johnson. She'll walk it to the point. Johnson pressured, the Georgia Southern transfer, has a tipped pass, and it's stolen by Middle Tennessee. Savannah Wheeler comes out of the scuffle with it. She'll spin away from Rhodes and dribble it out. She'll get the play call in from the veteran head coach, Rick Insel. Wheeler drives in, it's rejected. What a play by Brianna Rhodes, and then thrown off Wheeler by Crystal Eisen. Heady play by Crystal, leapt in the air, knew it was going to be off her teammate, and tosses it off of Savannah Wheeler. And give credit to the block to Madison McCoy, as we see it was thrown off the shoulder of Savannah Wheeler. Almost hit her in the face. Jack State will take it. Speaking of Crystal, she's got it near the baseline. She'll pass back out on the wing to Johnson. Over to Brianna Rhodes, jumper off the rim. And rebounded by Courtney Whitson, who is fouled by Madison McCoy, trying to rip it out of her hands. Second on the senior. First team foul in the second half in the third quarter. Wheeler brings it up from Middle Tennessee. Picked up a win over Tennessee earlier this season. They have had an incredible year, 2 wins against Houston as well. They missed a travel, as you just heard Rick Petrie say. In the paint to Boldy-Reva, kicks it in the corner to Wheeler. Thought of a three, now she'll spin baseline. In the corner for Whitson, a tray. She sinks it, but shouldn't have had a shot that time. 36-29. Elsie Harris straight away. Gets a screen from Rhodes. Gamecocks have not yet scored in this third quarter. 2:30 into it. Johnson on the far side. Almost lost her dribble. She'll get it. Recovers at the key. Gives to Elsie, mid-range jumper, bricks off the rim, caught by Jalen Gregory. She'll spin in transition, toss ahead to Savannah Wheeler, and they'll slow down the pace a bit. 7-point lead for the Lady Raiders, 36-29, 7 minutes and ticking here in the third quarter. In the corner for Whitson again, the three is off the rim this time, but rebounded by Boldy-Reva. 6'6" center over to Wheeler, this three no good, and finally Crystal Eisen gets the board. Contact on the rebound, didn't get the call. She'll take it all the way, layup good. Coast to coast for Crystal Eisen. Got the rebound and gets a layup to end the scoreless drought. 36-31, Jacksonville State down just 5 now. Wheeler standing in front of Elsie Harris. She'll swing it to Scott on the wing, who again has not had a breather this entire game. But they're used to that. A foul away from the play, going to be called on Boldy-Reva. That'll be her third. And you hear the Boo Birds come out here in Murfreesboro. Third foul on Boldy-Reva. She'll stay in the game for now. Shaquise comes into the game for Jacksonville State to replace Rachel Johnson. Brianna Rhodes on the left side. She'll go down low to Elsie Harris. Saves it in the corner, a three off the mark. Shaquise May couldn't hit it, and it's out of bounds. A foul is called trying to get the rebound, and it's going to be on Middle Tennessee. That'll be the second foul in a row on the Lady Raiders and their second team foul here in the third quarter. And now the boos really come out. Foul happened right in front of the Gamecock bench, as they've yet to show a replay. They probably won't. Gamecocks give it into Brianna. Hand off to Elsie Harris. Elsie coming near side. She'll stop. She's double teamed. Passes off McCoy, a three. Off the iron and out of bounds. Last touched by Jacksonville State. Under 6 to go in the third quarter. Gamecocks down just 5. Looking for another stop here. Savannah Wheeler brings it up for MTSU. Crosses that Lady Raider or Blue Raider logo at half court. Whitson gives to Wheeler coming left side. Gregory to Wheeler. Inside, a Bodie Rava layup good. Fighting for room there inside with Brianna Rhodes. She just won out that rep. Credit where credit is due. Bodie Rava 2 more. She's got 15. A 7-point game again, 38-31, largest lead so far. Brianna Rhodes, 6-foot junior forward from Carver High School down in the Gump. She'll walk it to the left elbow. Posting up against Bodie Reva, 7 on the shot clock. She'll try it off the glass, won't go. Spins off the rim and caught by Courtney Whitson. In transition, it's Wheeler giving outside on the left wing to Scott. Under 5 to play in this third quarter, 7-point lead for Middle. Whitson fakes a shot, hands it off to Wheeler. Going to the right, a pass to Gregory, and a stoppage of play and a foul inside on Madison McCoy. And Maddie disagrees with it vehemently. She won't argue the call anymore. Brianna Rhodes checks out. Maya Barnes comes in, and that'll take us to the media timeout. 4:46 to go in the third quarter. Jacksonville State trails at 38-31. Back with you here on the Gamecock Sports Network, coming out of the media timeout in the third quarter, and immediately a charge is called on Middle Tennessee. Tamia Scott just ran over Crystal Ison, sent her flying, and that's an easy call. The fans in attendance not thinking much of the refs' calls here, but they have been understandable to this point. The Gamecocks are thankful that so many have gone their way. We'll take it. 38-31, a 7-point lead for MTSU, 4.5 to go. Asia Barkley gives it off to Crystal Ison. Going around right in, she'll stop at the elbow. Trapped, has to pass it off to Barkley, drives in, and a charge on her. Petrie looks at the official and says that's a good call. .4:18 to go in this third quarter. Middle Tennessee up 7. Lady Raider basketball. Savannah Wheeler down the center to Courtney Whitson, Kingsport native. Right wing pass, Jalen Gregory's direction. Inside to Boldy Rava. Spins again, and a travel is called finally. Typically, you use that many spin moves, you're going to get tagged with a travel. And another turnover by the Lady Raiders with under 4 to go in this quarter. Elsie Harris, the redshirt junior from Mobile, has got it for Jack State, back in the starting lineup today. Gets a screen, pass back to Maya Barnes, now over to Barkley. To Barnes on the wing, can she hit it again? No, it's off the rim, and Queese May can't get the rebound. Just off her fingers. Middle Tennessee gets it. Whitson tries to tray, rims out, caught on the run by Crystal Ison. Crosses over to Fender, she'll stop in the paint. Pass it off, driving layup, no good, but a foul is called. And Asia Barkley heads to the charity stripe. Barkley to the line, the former state champion at Anniston High School, with a chance to get it to a 5-point difference if she hits both. Asia, 2 points on free throws so far. She's 2 for 2. A couple of rebounds as well. Not shooting into the student section this time, which is good news. But it's short. And she holds her head in disbelief. Now the band really giving it to her. If she misses this one, everybody gets a Frosty. That's why they're chanting Frosty. You get a free Frosty at Wendy's. Not this time. And Asia looks back to the student section and says, sorry. Sorry, got to get that point. 38-32. 3:22 to play in this period. Gamecocks down by 6. Looking for a stop. Tamia Scott swings it to Whitson. A bounce pass on the right wing to Savannah Wheeler. Now coming back straight away, Wheeler. Inside, Boldy Rava. Spins. Whoa, where's the foul? Lays it in. She bumps Maya Barnes into the next zip code. No foul there, evidently. 40-32. Asia Barkley in the paint against Boldy Rava. Shot off the rim, no good. Tipped out, caught at half court by Scott. Scott slows it down on the wing, and a foul is called on the Gamecocks as Jasmine Spencer was defending Savannah Wheeler, who got the handoff. 2:41 in the period. Brianna Rhodes comes in to replace Asia Barkley. It's a foul on the floor, so just a pass in here. That was 14th foul on Jack State. Next foul for either side, and we'll have free throws. Jalen Gregory on the right wing to Whitson. Now back to Gregory. Inside for Boldy Rava, and a foul as Brianna Rhodes was draped over the back of Boldy Rava trying to get in the way of that pass. Third foul on Bree. Couple more for Boldy Rava, who's got a game-high 15. Just 1 of 3 at the free throw line, though. Jacksonville State again trying to end this 2-game losing streak, looking to get to double-digit wins with a win tonight. 9-14 on the season. Here Petrie discussing something with the official right in front of the crowd mic. Free throw off to the right from Bodie Rava. Bodie Rava is an incredible player. She's had a heck of a season. She hits the second one. 41-32. Game recognizes game. Bodie Rava is a force to be reckoned with here in Conference USA. Brianna Rhodes gives on the right wing. A three for Crystal Eisen. Off the back of the rim. Won't go this time. Her first miss from three. Savannah Wheeler takes it all the way. Last second kicks it in the corner to Scott. Now they'll pass it back out to Wheeler. 2:04 to go in the third. 15 on the shot clock. Whitson to Wheeler on the left wing. Back down low to Bodie Rava. Open in the corner with Scott, and she traveled. Tried to drive inside. Should have took the three when she had it. Tried to kind of loop around, not necessarily baseline, but loop around into the paint. Had a lane there, but didn't mix in the dribble. Under 2 to go now in the third. Still a 9-point lead for Middle Tennessee, largest of this game, but Jacksonville State still fighting hard out there. Jasmine Spencer off the hands, trying to pass it to Brianna Rhodes. Bree gets to it, falls down and travels. Scooted on the floor. And back to the Lady Raiders. Jalen Gregory is going to throw it in to Savannah Wheeler. Wheeler to Whitson, just to the left of the point. Now down low to Bodie Rava. She'll spin to the left. Jumper good and a foul. That's the fourth on Brianna Rhodes. And that one was tough to take. 1:32 to go in this third quarter. Jacksonville State down by 11 now, 43-32. And Bodie Rava trying for another three-point play. She'll convert it. 12-point ball game. Getting late here in the third quarter. Still time, but you need some points for Jacksonville State. They have scored just 3 in this period. Hand off to Shaquise May to the free throw line. Dumps it off to Barkley down low. Asia in the paint, off the glass, don't go. Savannah Wheeler holds on to it for Middle Tennessee. Swings to Whitson, now back to Wheeler. Down low, Bodie Rava's way. Around Asia Barkley, jumper off the glass, it goes in again, she can't miss. Under 50 seconds to play in the third. Jack State down 2 touchdowns, 46-32. Bodie Rava has been unstoppable once again today. 23 points, and we're not even in the fourth quarter yet. She could have 40 at this rate. Jasmine Spencer, it's a screen. Passes back to Asia Barkley, jumper at the free throw line, good. And the Gamecocks have another bucket here in the second half, 46-34. 20 seconds to play, shot clock goes dark, and Wheeler checks the call from Insel. Standing at the edge of the logo, 8 seconds to go, they'll start the play. Rotating around, Wheeler to the baseline, tries a jumper, off the back of the rim, rebounded by Eisen, and no last second shot, she'll dribble it out, and we'll take it to the fourth quarter. It's a 12-point game as we head to the final stanza here in Murfreesboro. Middle Tennessee 46, Jacksonville State 34. Won't you stay with us? We'll come back with the final quarter in just a moment here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. Middle Tennessee basketball as we start the fourth quarter here at the Murphy Center on the campus of MTSU. Anastasia Boldy-Reva almost turns it over, but it goes right to Savannah Wheeler. She'll find Courtney Whitson, who heaves a three that goes in and out. Jacksonville State will get the rebound. Jasmine Spencer, the junior from Bartow, Florida, comes away with it. Gamecocks trail 46-34 here in the fourth quarter. Logan, a mount a comeback for the ages against 11-0 Middle. Three ball from Aya Barnes, won't find its way into its home. It's off the rim and caught by Savannah Wheeler. Wheeler on the right side. Bounce pass to Courtney Whitson. Now over to Gregory. This Middle Tennessee team pulled away a bit in that third quarter. We'll see if Jack State can work it back closer as Boldy-Reva hits a layup. Came open at the last moment. They find her with a perfect pass, and she lays it in off the backboard. 48-34. Barnes gives to Ison a three. It's well short and caught by Middle. I think it might have been partially deflected. Tamaya Scott got the rebound. She'll take it down. Now give it to the point guard, Savannah Wheeler. Wheeler just 6 points and 3 rebounds today. 2 assists to her credit. Bump down low, nothing called. Three ball for Gregory, wide open shot, she missed it. On the run, rebounded by Ison. Crystal crosses up Wheeler, tries a layup off the rim, rebounded by them. I mean, just the story of this second half. Wheeler to Whitson in the corner, Scott, wide open three. This one, they don't miss. 51-34, 8:08 to go, and timeout taken by Jack State. We will step aside with them. 17-point ball game here in the fourth quarter. Jacksonville State trailed 31-29 at halftime. It is now 51-34 Middle Tennessee with 8:07 to go in this ball game. Jacksonville State ball out of the timeout. A 17-point game, but still time left. They'll try to look for a quick score out of the break. As they go for Maya Barnes. She'll step into the lane. Now kicking in the corner, Shaquise May. And she'll throw it right to the Lady Raiders. It was deflected and caught by Courtney Whitson. Probably not what they drew up. Wheeler swings it to Whitson. Down low for Bodie Rava. That's worked all night. They'll go her way again. She'll step in the paint, lay up. No good, but a foul. And Maya Barnes is called that time. As you heard the PA announcer say, third on Maya. The first team foul for either side here in this fourth quarter. Final score for the men's game. The Gamecocks beat MTSU 76-68. So congrats to Ray Harper and his guys on a hard-fought win back in the Yellowhammer State. Bodie Rava airballs the free throw. No good on the first one. Her second free throw, however, is short off the rim and out of bounds off them. Or is it? Are they going to say off Jack State? Are you kidding me? Somehow JSU lost it. I never saw JSU touch it, but they had a better view than me. Inbounds goes to Courtney Whitson on the wing. She'll hand it off to Tamia Scott. Wheeler, Scott sets a pick. Wheeler comes open. Whitson back to Wheeler on the right wing. 7:20 to go in this game, 5 on the shot clock. Wheeler against Spencer, driving down low, and a foul on the baseline under the basket. Or did she step out? They'll say no foul, just turnover. I've heard the whistle so much in this game, I just assumed the worst. Stepped out the back line that time, and Jack State will get it back. Maya Barnes, 3 from the key, off to the right. Good rebound by Shaquise May. Put back, goes in. Good play by Queese. Shaquise with her second bucket of the night. Junior from Atlanta makes it a 15-point game, 51-36. Lady Raiders go for Whitson. Goes to the right side now to Gregory. Jalen Gregory has been quiet today, just 2 points on free throws. She killed us the first time. May guards her. She'll get around it. Bounce pass in the paint from Bodie Rava. Now in the corner, a 3 for Scott. In and out, no good. Caught by Maya Barnes. Passes ahead. It deflected off the head of Rachel Johnson. She'll catch it, though. It looked like they were passing it to Jasmine Spencer. Hectic play, but it all ends up working. Spencer feeds in the corner. A 3 for May. Off the rim. Rebounded by Barnes. Maya with a putback. Blocked. And caught by MTSU. And Petrie asking for a foul. Doesn't get it. Lady Raiders bounce it to Wheeler near half court. 6 minutes to go in this game. 15-point difference, 51-36. Gregory, quick pass to Whitson, and down low intercepted, trying to find Bodie Rava. It was caught by Rachel Johnson. Takes it down to the right wing. Rachel in the paint, gets around the defender, shot nowhere near it. No foul called again. Wheeler with 5.5 to go. Whitson to Wheeler, left side to Gregory. They're going to drain this shot clock as much as they can, keeping these starters in here in the fourth quarter. That is Insel's way. Wheeler, under 4 to play. Bodie Rava spin around jumper off the iron. Rachel gets the rebound. Pushing it down the floor. It's only a 15-point game. 5 minutes to go. A 3 for Rachel. Short. Caught by Shaquise May. Shaquise passes back out. Maya 3. Airballed out of bounds. You got to hit these open shots at a point. That takes us to the media. 4:55 to go in the game. Jacksonville State trails 51-36. Coming back to you with 4:55 remaining in this ball game. Jacksonville State trails 51-36 against the top team in the league, Middle Tennessee. Still some time left though, and Gamecocks will look for a stop here and a quick score. The good news, they've kept the Lady Raiders off the board for the last 3 minutes and change, trying to continue that streak. Savannah Wheeler ends it just as quick as I could say that, drives it down the floor and buries the short jumper. It's 53-36 again. Gamecocks have it on the other end. It's Brianna Rhodes spinning in the paint. Shot off the glass, goes in. And the Gamecocks have some more points here in the fourth quarter. Their second bucket makes it 53-38. MTSU ball. Wheeler steps back on the wing, swings it to Whitson. A bounce pass on the left side to Maya Scott. Now to Gregory. Jalen Gregory thought of attacking, passes back out to Whitson. Now Wheeler's way with 10 on the shot clock, ball on the floor. She picks it back up, puts up a three, sinks it. Four minutes to go, and that was a big one. 56-38. Samaya Steele standing at the logo. Bounce pass on the wing for Rachel Johnson. In the corner to the baseline, a long two for Brianna Rhodes off the rim. And out of bounds, last touched by MTSU, and the fans disagree with it. Let's see, they may take a look at it. No, they're just gonna say it's Gamecock ball. Overhead pass to Madison McCoy. Drive into the paint, shot rolls off. MTSU boxes out again to get the rebound. 3:30 and ticking. Middle Tennessee up by 18. They're gonna try to put this one on cruise control and get to 12-0 in conference play. Jack State not gonna make it that easy. Still playing tight man-on-man defense. To Maya Scott, over to Jalen Gregory on the left wing. She'll walk it to the top of the key to Whitson, a three. After them not being able to shoot the entire start of this quarter, now they can't miss. 59-38, and for the first time, it's a 20-point difference. 3 minutes left. Samaya Steele on the far sideline. A bounce pass for Brianna Rhodes. At the elbow, Bree drives in, and it's stolen by Whitson, ripped away from her. In transition, Whitson kicks it in the corner to Gregory. Now back top of the key, Wheeler open three. She ain't gonna miss that. 62-38. They have hit 3 threes in a row, and Samaya Steele passes half court. And with 2:25 to go, timeout is called by Jacksonville State. We'll take it with them, 62-38, 2:24 to go. This one got out of hand quickly. Jacksonville State throws it in quickly to Asia Barkley as we come back from the timeout. 2:20 to go. Jack State down by 24, 62-38. Crystal Lyson gets around Jalen Gregory. Layup, no good. Gets her on rebound. Around 3 defenders. She's pushed to the floor, tosses it out, and Savannah Wheeler gets to it. It's a steal for her. Wheeler in transition, floater goes. I mean, she has just put it on here in the fourth quarter. 64-38, minute 50 to go. Elsie Harris stands on top of the Middle Tennessee logo. 1:40 to play. They'll start the play with 13 on the shot clock. Gets around her, passes in the paint to Asia Barkley. Working against Bodie Rava, layup, hook shot, rolls off the rim. 1:30 to go, and Middle Tennessee gets the rebound. Savannah Wheeler comes away with it. Hear the chants from the pep band in the far corner, end zone. Wheeler to Whitson. Now outside to Tamia Scott, straight away. 1:07 to go, 7 on the shot clock. Scott against Johnson, spins in the paint, jumper off the rim, no good. Caught by Rachel Johnson. 1 minute left, Rachel in transition gives to Ison. Crystal layup, good. And the Gamecocks hit 40 with 54 seconds to go. And stoppage play, they said, is there a stoppage, is there a timeout or what? Let's see, the officials going over to the scorer's table. It's under review evidently. I'm not sure what they're looking for. See if maybe she stepped out. Congratulations again to the men's team on their victory over Middle tonight, 76-68 at the Pete. Big dub for them. They will be on the road at FIU Saturday. We will be at home against Florida International. We'd love to see you at the Pete. Make sure to head to jackstatesports.com to purchase tickets and find more information on the game. Saturday's game will start at 2:30 in Jacksonville. We'll have the call for you on ESPN Plus and here on the Gamecock Sports Network on YouTube Live. Call stands 64-40 with 55 seconds remaining. And they're not taking the foot off the pedal. Savannah Wheeler as fast as she can down the floor. Passes in the corner to Jalen Gregory. Now back outside to Wheeler, who holds it in her left arm. Changes up the play with 40 seconds to go, 13 on the shot clock. She'll step to her right. They're trying to get it to Bodie Rava, you can tell. 6 on the shot clock. That play goes out of the window. They pass on the wing, now inside to Bodie Rava. Never mind, glass good. 66-40, and the shot clock is off. Gamecocks will run one more play. Elsie Harris to the left. Tipped out of her hands. Savannah Wheeler steals it. Are they going to hold on to it? They will. The Gamecocks will drop both games against Middle Tennessee this season. They lose in Murfreesboro 66-40 tonight. We're going to hear from head coach Rick Petrie here momentarily on the Gamecock Sports Network. But Jack State falls to 9-15 and 4-8 in conference play. Middle Tennessee improves to 22-4 and 12-0. Joined now by head coach Rick Petrie. Coach, a hard-fought defeat tonight. Good start to the game. Thoughts on this matchup?
Well, first half was good. You know, first half the game was right. It was what we needed. In the second half, as unfortunately happens with our team, we just can't shoot the ball. We just cannot make shots. We were probably, 1 for 17 maybe from the arc in the second half, and they were there. I'm just coming out with a number off the top of my head. I don't know what the number was, but the shots were there. We just don't make any. And we talked about the importance of getting going at offense. So we have to assume we're going to miss it, and we've done a better job recently of offensive rebounding. Tonight we didn't, and then we came out of a timeout and we talked about it, and the Squeeze May gets an offensive rebound and gets a putback. So, if we're going to miss every shot we shoot, we've got to at least go get a rebound to see if we can get the ball around the basket and maybe get another chance at it near the goal. Plus statistically, the highest percentage of three-point field goals are made off of offensive rebounds. So it's a rhythmic thing, it's an analytics thing, it's a fact. So, but the fact is, if we're going to miss every shot we take, we have to get a rebound. And so that's the thing that we've just got to be better at is giving ourselves additional chances when we miss, we miss every shot we take.
Well, seemed like in the first half, especially there in the second period, Crystal Ison took a big step forward. Maya Barnes had a big first half.
Maya had a really big first half, and unfortunately the second half, I think she missed every shot she took, I think, in the second half. But she was huge in the first half for us, which is why we were right there in the game. Look, we've got to be able to find a way to play two halves, and we just weren't capable. And listen, this is why they are who they are, because they're able to rise to the occasion when they have to, and we're not capable of that at this point.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach, we appreciate the time. We'll
Thanks.
see you this weekend. And again, we will see Coach Petrie and the Gamecocks on Saturday in Jacksonville, taking on FIU. The Panthers making the trip to the Yellowhammer State for a 2:30 p.m. tip-off at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Hope to see you there for that matchup. If you can't make it out, you can catch all the action on ESPN Plus and here on the Gamecock Sports Network. Your final score tonight from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Jacksonville State falls 66-40. We'll see you on Saturday. Thank you for tuning in. For everybody with Jack State Athletics, everybody with Jack State Women's Basketball, Logan Maddox signing off. Have a great rest of your Wednesday night.